I'm thinking add some smoke to this. Ah. Here is the particle effect. So what we're gonna do is, I'm thinking add some smoke to this to make it look more like it's on fire. I want to keep with the tune effect that I'm going with. I'm doing everything on an unlit model because since this is mobile, it's going to be a lot less computationally intensive. So if you want to see how we did this material, you can look at the last episode, making Ball Lord episode 10. I also put up a highlight video that just skips over some of like the long silences and whatnot on YouTube. So come check that out. So let's get started adding some smoke. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is, let's see, we want to have I'll do it in the meteor directory. Let us create a new emitter. Now, do I want to do this as another system or as an emitter? We'll just add it to this system. I'm gonna go with a looping fountain. So we're gonna call this Tune Smoke EM. And let's hop in here. All right, so we're gonna need to make a material to replace these little balls here. But for now, let's just get this looking more like smoke. So what I usually do is I just go down this list and just tweak things. Some of these things make a lot more obvious than others. Did I forget to turn down my stream music? I did. Let's turn this down again. Go. All right, so let's see what we got here. Spawn rate. Keep the spawn rate high. We definitely want to turn off the gravity. So let's come down here and get rid of it. All right. Now we have, it's definitely going too fast. So, mess around with this. Actually, we could probably get rid of the velocity. And we probably want to put back in this gravity. So let's do that. And we'll make this gravity. I think we need to move this. All right, well, gravity's working, but we need it to go in the other direction. Wasn't I right in the first place? All right, that's better. Now that's a little bit too intense. Let's. All right. Now, see what else can we do? Um, Scale color. Now I can't. Let's zoom into this a little bit. Now we want it to fade out. Let's see. Can we add a color? And let the let's do a color from curve. Let's see if we can take these back here. Start at black. Go towards white. I don't really see much happening here. Well, I definitely want to have more variation on these particles themselves. Let's see if we can make some of them go up higher. Make some of them last a little bit longer. Um, let's see. We want the lifetime to vary some. Let's play with these numbers. Make some of them last 0.3. And now we need to update the gravity because it's not going up high enough, fast enough. Well, that looks a little bit better. Now, I think, all right, so we to make this look a little bit more toony, um, make sure that it's all spawning at the right spot. Make it maybe a little bit bigger. All right, so we also want the size of these to change throughout the lifetime. So let's see, what do I want to do next? Let's see our sprite render. We are using this ball. What we want to do is kind of play with our own material and be able to change it over time. So let's make a new material. We'll put it in, where's basketball, particle effects. We'll just put it here. We'll call this Tune Smoke Mat. All right. Now let's open it up and see. So we're gonna want to now. There's a couple ways that we could do this. So let's just start out with a gradient. And let's just preview this node. Did my video freeze again? God, this NVIDIA broadcast just sucks so hard. It just sucks so bad. Let me see if I can fix it really quick. Oh, okay. Man, God, I hate it. It's like it's in the worst way possible. Like it's a live streaming broadcast thing that ruins your broadcast. Like, God, I hate it. Oh, I hate you. Um, hopefully the audio is still working good. Anyway, all right, let's close that up. So here we have our gradient exponential, and we want to be able to tweak this in real time. So let's see what we can do to it. Um, let's put a color. We're just going to need to pick some particle color. So we can tell our particle to decide that. So whatever the particle color is, that is what is going to be emissive. So right here, this is going to be set by the particle. And we want our opacity. Oop, we got to change our blend mode. And this is not lit. It Now, do we have to tell it somewhere that this is used for for particles? I think there is. Here we go. Used with Niagara mesh particles? No. Oh, it's already set. Used with Niagara Sprite. Cool. So this is going to go into the opacity, which is now visible since we changed the blend mode. And we want to have texture coordinate to go into here. Probably going to change that. Now let's play with these and see what we can get. So let's see. Actually, this will be easier to do if we set a param here. Um, float param scalar, right? Call this radius and density. And let's just do this too, even though I don't think we'll need it. Center position. And now we can make an instance of this. Mm, mm, oops. Where are you? Save. Um, all right, so that was our issue. Let's see, density is 1.5. 1. 1. So this is how we're affecting this material. Ah, there we go. We're getting something better. So we're going to want to fade it out. And the center is 0.5. Hmm. Do we want to like invert it? Hmm. Well, let's play with these nodes. Let's come over here. So no matter what, we're gonna want to affect these using our particle. So let's create a dynamic parameter for our particles. And we're gonna have a radius and we're gonna have our density. And I don't know if we're gonna need the center position. Let's leave that out for a sec. Let's get rid of these. Let's put them in there. And hmm. Now we could scale this. Let's try. Nope, that's incorrect. Let's go back to our particle before we keep doing. Now let's set this. Tune. um, something's not right. What is wrong with? Why are they squares? Did I miss something in my material? Hmm. Oh, well, that looks a little bit more color-wise what I wanted. Get rid of that. All right. That looks fine. What is going on? I didn't set any of my dynamic parameters. Let me see if I can add that. All right, so the radius. Let's just set them as constants here, right? Density is 1. Scale is 1. And it's not affecting it. Why am I getting little squares and not my material? Ah. Hmm. I feel like it's a transparency issue. Does it have something to do? Hmm. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so we got to make the scale go up higher. All right. Interesting. So, all right. So let's take whatever scale it is and cut it in half. Scalar. Oops. Oops. Hey, 0.5. So no matter what scale it is, no matter what it is, it'll be in the center. So if scale's 2, center's 1. If it scale's 4, the center's 2. Okay, that makes sense. So let's try that. The scale. This, just so we get at least a little bit of sense to how these nodes look. Um, all right, now let's go back to our smoke. And now, okay. Now we can figure out what to do with our values. Now, right now, we just have them all static in here. So what we want to do is play with it over time. So we want it to get smaller over time. So I guess we can do a curve here. Um, a float from curve. No, the scale is going to start at 1. Let's fit this to the curve first. And all right. Actually, you know what? Let's let's keep the scale at 1. And making instead of making it smaller, we will change the density and radius. So we want to vary this by like a couple. So, whoa, no. We want to vary it. Let's see. What if we did 0.1, 0.6? Ooh, too much. 0.4, 0.6. Okay, I still don't like it. Um, but we want it to like smokily fade. We want it to smokily fade into nothing. So, um, no, let's take this. No. Hmm. Four to five. That looks better. Uh, Maybe that color. I don't like the color. Too much black. Maybe it's just like that's better. Maybe the black is just too black. I don't know. Now, we also want to get a little swirly twirlies, so we can add some curl force. Um, Now, noise strength, I don't know. Just play with that. Frequency, maybe 0.1, 0.5, 100. Do you see anything happening with this? Um, just it's just got to be a high number. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe the initial location is a little too big of a sphere. Or maybe not. Maybe it was better at 20. Anyway, I want to see what it looks like on my meteor map. So let's go to our meteor system. We forgot to even add our emitter. So let's go to where's our new meteor emitter? So that's a problem. We have our meteor material, but we don't have it set. That's no problem. We could fix that. So that was correct. We want to add our meteor flames, and we want to open up our meteor flames, and we need to make sure that we spawn. We want to kill the velocity. We want to kill the gravity. Um, we want to pick our meteor mat. And we want to keep our lifetime. Where we go? And we don't want it to pop up in different places all the time. Uh, okay. Maybe it's okay. We don't want a sprite render. Let's get rid of that. We want a mesh render. That's what we want. And we want our basketball. And we want to override the material. And we want our meteor material after it compiles. Come on. Awesome. All right. And what else do we want to do? Um, do we have dynamic? We don't want to scale the color. And why is it jittering all over? Let me see. We want to position. There. So now it's just appearing in a single place. That's what I wanted to do. Uh, and where's my dynamic parameters? Offset. We want this to be like 1. Yeah. Now, what's cool is maybe we can tie this to velocity, so when it's going faster, the offset gets higher. But that's pretty good. I'm going to go with that just for now. So now that we have our flames, now when you go to our meteor system, we can add our smoke emitter. And it doesn't look terrible. But I do want to tweak some things. It looks like it's going too fast. The gravity's a little crazy. So let's go here. And let's try to bring it down some. That's not bad. What if we made the size bigger? What if it was like 30? Then the whole thing is smoking, even on the outsides. Maybe that's better. Well, what I definitely want to do is see what it looks like when I'm throwing it, because it's super important and it'll be fun. So, let's go to our. We just need to open anything. Let's open our arcade controller. And let's just play. Now, what we need to do is make. What we need to do is make one of those those balls. So, um, all right. So it is making one every once in a while. So what I want to do is override this meteor ball. And when we begin to play, we want to spawn in Niagara system. And we want to attach it to the ball. I mean, is that enough? Let's see. Oh, it's still like... All right, so we gotta tweak some things, but that's okay. All right, so what we need to do is make sure that how do we do this? Its position needs to be linked. Um, it needs to be in like particle space or local space. Local. I think that's what it is. Where do we set that? Position binding. Maybe we set it when we... keep relative. Is that what it just was? I don't remember. Let me say. I think that was the fix. Where's the smoke? All right, so we don't want the whole thing. Is there a way we can tell? I guess not. I just don't know. Let me see. Um, um, that's it. We want local space. And for the smoke, we do not want local space. So now, can I put that back the way it was and see if this works? Yeah, that's it. I also need those like flames popping out. do not do that. It needs to be. It needs to like pay attention to the direction. I don't. I'm gonna turn them down. So dynamic parameters. Let's make this 1. See if it looks a little better. I don't think I like that at all. I don't even see them anymore. Where did they go? Offset is 1. Flames. Let me make sure. I'm not sure if it actually updated. Let me try that again. All right. What if there's 0 offset? Does it look a lot better? Let's take a look. I don't think it did it again. 0 offset. Zero offset. What is going on? What if I get rid of this? And open up this meteor mat. And for this offset, where is a basketball material? It still has a bunch of these weird seams that I'm going to need to fix. But it does look fiery and kind of cool. I think the smoke needs to dissolve a little bigger. Let me see. Where's this tune smoke? It should have two. Should have a bounds. Particle size between 4 and 5. I don't want the radius to ever get that small. Let's go over here. Maybe try 7 and 8. Oops, I mean 0.7 and 0.8. I don't think it can ever, I guess maybe it can't ever be bigger than 0.5. What if the scale was 0.8? Maybe that's better. Let's try that. Let's try that again. It is better. Maybe it needs more particles for the smoke. And some need to randomly go up faster. Let me see. More particles. How many we got going? 200. Let's try 250. And what if I did 5 and 6? And then make that sphere location a little bit smaller. I mean, I could play with this for a long time to get this to look right. I mean, it's probably good. It's probably going to be good enough. Now, I don't know if I want this ball to turn into a meteor when I throw it, or if it's going to be a meteor, or maybe I pull it off of a UI component. But I do like the smoke now. I think I have to play with the fireball a little bit to make it fit in more. But it does feel nice. And I think I want the characteristics of the ball to change when it is a meteor. Like maybe it to fly a little faster and, you know, more like a, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get started with my day job. So, thanks for stopping by. And I hope maybe we learned something today. I don't know. I hope so. So, see you guys.